Let me guess, you've heard that you need an email list to grow a profitable digital product business. Well, you've heard right. In this video, I'm going to help you uncomplicate the noise online with this tactic and that strategy shouting at you to help you grow an email list, but it's all a little bit too confusing. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple and effective way that you can grow your email list fast to get your first 1,000 subscribers so that you can start selling the digital products that you are dreaming about creating. Hey friend, if we've never met, I'm Megan, and here on my channel, I help entrepreneurs just like you turn what you know, what you love, what you do, and what you already have within you into a digital product that you can sell to earn passive income. One of the most common questions that I get asked when it comes to creating and selling digital products is, should I create my digital product first, or should I build an email list first before I launch my first digital product? Hit that like button below to let me know if you've held back in creating your first digital product because you feel like you need an email list first. In my course Revenue Ripple, which is a 30-day step-by-step plan to help my students create and launch their first digital product, I actually preach that you don't need an email list to get started in creating your first digital product. In fact, I teach that your content marketing efforts, including email marketing, should be dictated by the type of digital product that you want to sell. But at some point, you will need an audience to sell to. And in my experience in the last 5 years of growing a profitable digital product business online, I have found that email marketing is the most effective way to connect with your potential customers and close the deal to make more sales passively. And I know that there's so many ideas, opinions, tactics, and strategies out there when it comes to the digital product and online world. There's so many strategies out there that it can become really overwhelming to figure out which is right for you and how to get started to actually get traction in growing your email list so that you can confidently sell more digital products. If I were starting over from scratch with an email list of 0 today, what I'm about to share with you is exactly how I would approach growing my email list quickly and efficiently so I can get to my first 1,000 subscribers. And not just with subscribers, but actually targeted customers who are interested in what I have to offer as a digital product. It is simple, time-tested, and effective despite what all of the trendy tactics and shiny strategies out there want to convince you of. This is exactly how I got my first 1,000 email subscribers that perfectly primed my audience to create and sell profitable digital products. And it's how you can too. Let's do this. The first thing I want you to do has nothing to do with growing an email list at all. In fact, what I want you to do first thing is to draft your digital product idea. That's right. If you have an email list of 0, you're dreaming about digital products, and you want to get started, the first thing is not to create an opt-in. The first thing that I want you to do is actually outline what you want your digital product concept to be. Tell me what you're trying to sell. What type of transformation will you provide to the customer on the other side of the screen? And what type of digital product are you looking to create? Are you thinking about a template or a digital download like an ebook or a course or a membership? You've got to draft out this digital product idea, and you have to clearly know what you are promising to somebody who is going to purchase that product. And by promise, I mean what transformation will you provide? Where's that person now? What are they starting with? Usually that's some sort of like pain point or desire they're looking to fulfill in their life. And then you take them from A, which is that starting point, to B in your digital product, which is some sort of resolution or some problem solved, right? So in my case, in my course, I teach people how to create and launch their very first digital product. So they start at a point where they want to create a digital product to start earning passive income, and they end by pressing publish on launching their very first digital product. That is a promise that I give, and that helps me better create an email marketing system that is going to connect the dots between what I can offer you and the type of person that is perfect to purchase your product. So go ahead and draft your digital product idea out first. The next step you're going to take is to create an opt-in that perfectly and tightly aligns with your digital product draft. Now, the reason why it needs to really tightly align with the idea that you're creating for your digital product is because, again, you're trying to grow an email list not just for the sake to say, I have 1,000 subscribers, but you actually want a list of email subscribers who are very interested in what you have to offer as a creator and future seller of digital products. The easiest way to conceptualize and create an opt-in out of the content that tightly aligns with your digital product idea is to actually pull a piece out of the total equation of what you know and hyper focus on solving one specific problem. For example, let's say that you are a SEO expert for small business owners. Instead of diving in and creating the ultimate checklist for SEO for small business owners, I would encourage you to pull out a piece of that ultimate SEO checklist. For example, you could create an opt-in like a guide or an ebook of sorts that walks a subscriber through how to optimize their homepage for search engines to get more eyeballs on their site so that they can get more potential customers to their front door, being their homepage. That is easy to digest and easy to understand for somebody opting into your email list, as opposed to something like an ultimate SEO checklist that feels a little bit overwhelming and like someone on the other side of the screen is not going to feel confident that they can actually act on an ultimate checklist, right? So solving one small problem helps your opt-in subscriber to feel like they can accomplish something, and an opt-in should give your potential customer a quick win. You want to connect the dots with them, that you can provide tangible information that's going to solve a problem, and they want to connect that win to you. So they want to be able to say, hey, Susie helped me optimize my homepage for SEO, and now I'm seeing more hits to my website. That kind of quick win is going to connect the dots between I need to continue my SEO journey, I need to continue optimizing my entire site, and who are they going to turn to? The person that helped them get that quick win. So I want you to think about hyper focusing on one problem or one solution that you can bring to your future subscriber, and that's going to help them better understand what they are opting in for and help you boost conversions on your opt-in landing page. And not only that, but it's perfectly priming this new subscriber for you to be able to show up after the opt-in and provide more information about who you are, what you do, and how you can serve them with the next steps. So if they get that quick win in this example of an SEO expert, say they get that quick win, they optimize their homepage, they feel really confident, you could show up in their email inbox with a series of a few more emails, maybe introducing yourself, the authority that you have in your niche, as well as the next steps they can take. Again, they can't just optimize their homepage, right? They're gonna need to optimize their about page, their services page, maybe their blog posts. And in a series of emails, you can explain to them that optimizing for search engines doesn't just stop with the homepage, that there's more steps that they can take, which perfectly would prime them for you to sell a digital product about how to optimize your entire website in order to better show up on Google. See how that works? The goal of the opt-in is not to give everything that you have away, but rather to help create that like, know, and trust factor that you need to be able to make a profitable digital product business work. And by just giving them a little taste of what you have to offer, it allows them to get a quick win and connect the dots to that win with your name and what you can do for them. The next step you're going to take is connect your new email opt-in to an email service provider, something like ConvertKit, or in my case, I use Kajabi to leverage the all-in-one platform to grow my digital product business. Comment below this video with what email marketing platform you use and whether you're loving it or not. Okay, once you've connected the dots between the opt-in that you create and plugging it into an email service provider, the next step you're going to take is to create 5 quality core pieces of content. Typically, these pieces of content are going to happen on something like a blog. Maybe it could be a YouTube video or a podcast episode, but I would encourage you on your website, if you do have a blog, to embed that content within a blog post. So for example, this is a YouTube video that I'm filming. I filmed this video. The main piece of content is to live on YouTube, being a video, right? But I take this video and I embed it in a blog post on my website. I use the transcript to write the content out on my blog, and that helps boost my website with SEO on Google, right? The point is, this core quality is not actually to get you more SEO points, which it will in and of itself. The point is, I want you to have 5 pieces of core content that you can start sharing with your potential audience. And you can distribute this core content all over the internet. You can put pins on Pinterest. You can talk about it on Instagram. You can share it on LinkedIn if that's where your people hang out, on TikTok, on you name it, whatever platform you are on. The goal is to create 5 really quality pieces of content that start to build up authority around what it is that you know and what you do and how you can help somebody on the other side of the screen. In these pieces of content, I want you to think about creating some really in-depth articles. Again, you're only focusing on creating 5 here, so it's okay to go all in and get really in-depth with these articles or videos or podcast episodes that you turn into blog posts. The point is that you want to show the person on the other side of the screen that you are really knowledgeable in what you have to offer, and you can actually teach them or share what you know with the person that is reading or watching. The goal is to really show that you are an expert and you are worth listening to because you know your stuff and you can actually help them. The next step you're going to take after you create those 5 pieces of core content is to distribute them, like we said. And I don't mean just distribute them once. I don't mean just one post on Instagram and one pin on Pinterest. I mean, you're going to start talking about these pieces of content over and over again. And not only are you just going to talk about those pieces of content, but you actually also just talk about your opt-in. So you can cycle through talking about these 5 pieces of content that you've created and consistently point people to those pieces of content on Instagram, on social media like Facebook or TikTok, on Pinterest. Continue to cycle this content out as you are connecting with people to say, hey, I am an expert in whatever it is you're an expert in, and I've got this content over here that you can go ahead and look into right now to get some answers. And that content is going to naturally point them to your opt-in if you create that call to action at the end. You can also just share on your social profiles about the opt-in itself. So every so often you're also saying, hey, I've got this opt-in over here for you. It solves this very specific problem. If you're wanting to do X in your business or your life, depending on if you're B2B or B2C, I've got the answer right here for you in this opt-in. At the end of these 5 pieces or core quality content, you are going to share about the opt-in that you have just created. So you want to make sure that these 5 pieces of content actually align with whatever content you create in your opt-in. So if we're still going with the SEO example, maybe your first article is why your homepage needs to be optimized for SEO and how to actually do it. Or maybe you could say something like the 5 mistakes that every small business owner makes on their homepage and why it's affecting your SEO rank, right? So that article, you could explain 5 mistakes that somebody makes when it comes to their homepage and optimizing it for search engines. And then you end that post with a call to action that says, hey, I've got this opt-in right here. It's going to help you do exactly what you need to do to optimize your homepage in the next however many minutes. Maybe it's an hour. You could say, hey, I've got this opt-in right here that's going to help you optimize your homepage in 60 minutes or less. Go ahead, sign up, get this, and you're going to fix all of these mistakes that we just covered. That's an example of how the core content is tightly aligned to the opt-in, which is tightly aligned to the future digital product that you want to sell. And it almost creates this customer journey of introducing them to you and the problem that they have, and then helping them solve a quick problem with your opt-in, which helps prime them to want to purchase a digital product that you have, whether you have it now or you're saying, hey, I'm working on this product and I will let you know as soon as it's available in an email to them. No matter what, you need to keep distributing your opt-in. If you feel like you're beating a dead horse by talking about your opt-in over and over again, let me tell you what, you are doing it right. You're going to feel like you are constantly saying the same thing. You're going to feel like you're constantly repeating yourself. You're going to wonder if your audience is going to get sick of you talking about this, but that's when you know that you're actually doing it right. And if you remember the golden rule, or I don't know if it's the golden rule, but if you remember that phrase that says, hey, a customer needs to hear something or experience something 7 times, experience 7 touch points in order to be convinced that they need to buy something, the same applies to an opt-in. A potential subscriber needs to hear about what you do and what you offer and the win that you can provide to them multiple times. It takes multiple times sometimes for someone to decide, okay, I definitely want to go opt into this email list and get this lead magnet. So keep distributing it. Don't feel like you can only talk about it once or twice in order to not exhaust your audience. I promise you they will be fine, and it helps them make a decision to go ahead and subscribe when it is the right time for them. The thing is, just because you create it does not mean that people will come. You need to consistently share about your opt-in over and over again so that you can grow your email list so you can sell those digital products you're dreaming about. I'd say to give it about 3 to 6 months to start seeing some real traction. But remember that every niche and industry is different, so do give yourself some grace here. And then while you're behind the scenes using this content marketing to grow your email list, you can be creating the assets that you need to create to build and launch your very first digital product to point these new email subscribers to when it comes time to launch that first product that you have to offer. If you're eager to learn more about how to grow your email list that perfectly primes your new audience to sell digital products that you are dreaming about, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be sharing more email strategy tips with you here. And if you're ready to take the very first step towards creating a digital product that you can sell, make sure to click and watch this video that I have here for you to help you learn how to turn your service-based work into a digital product that you can sell online. Click the video on your screen and start watching now.